started with Chapter 1, preliminary. First up is Section 1. This section is all about the basics. It's called the short title, extent, and commencement. Essentially, this is where you'll find the official name of the statute, the geographic area it covers, and when it comes into effect. It's straightforward but vital, as it sets the stage for everything that follows. Next, let's talk about Section 2, interpretation. This section plays a critical role in how the statute is applied. Here, you'll find definitions of key terms used throughout the legal document. These definitions ensure that everyone understands the terminology in the same way, which is crucial for consistent application of the law. It's like having a legal dictionary right at the beginning to clear up any potential confusion. Right, moving on to Chapter 2 of witnesses. Voices in the courtroom. Who can testify? Not just anyone can stroll into my courtroom and start spouting off. We have rules, procedures, and most importantly, we have witnesses. Witnesses are the eyes and ears of a case, the folks who saw something, heard something, or know something that's relevant. Anyone with direct knowledge of the facts can be a witness. Saw the car accident? You're a witness. Overheard a crucial conversation? You're a witness. Have a document that supports a claim? You guessed it, witness. But there's a catch. Witnesses have to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That's what that oath they swear is all about. Perjury, lying under oath, is a serious offense. It's not just about who can speak, but how they speak. Witnesses need to be clear, concise, and credible. Mumbling, evading questions, or changing their story just makes them look guilty. Guardians of truth, judges and magistrates. Now let's talk about the folks in charge, judges and magistrates. We're here to ensure a fair trial, which means making sure everyone plays by the rules. We decide what evidence is admissible, meaning what information the jury gets to hear. Hearsay, not in my courtroom. Irrelevant rambling, save it for your mama. We keep order in the court, making sure everyone gets their fair say, but no one gets away with grandstanding or bullying. We're like referees, keeping the playing field level, and when it comes to sentencing, we consider the facts of the case, the severity of the offense, and the defendant's history. Our job is to ensure justice is served, but also that the punishment fits the crime. The veil of marriage, spousal privilege, and its limits. Marriage is a sacred bond built on trust and confidentiality. What you tell your spouse should stay between the two of you, and the law recognizes that with spousal privilege. This privilege means that in most cases, one spouse can't be forced to testify against the other in court. It's meant to protect the sanctity of the marriage and encourage open communication between spouses. But let me be clear, this privilege isn't a get-out-of-jail-free card. There are exceptions. If the crime involves harm to a spouse or child, all bets are off. You don't get to hide behind privilege when you're putting your family in danger, and spousal privilege only applies to communication made during the marriage. So, if you're blabbing to your buddies about something your ex-wife did, that's fair game in court. Matters of state, evidence from official sources. When it comes to government secrets and official documents, things can get a little tricky. There's a delicate balance between transparency and national security. On the one hand, the public has a right to know what the government is up to. That's the whole point of open government. But on the other hand, some information is just too sensitive to be aired out in public. That's where things like the Official Secrets Act and executive privilege come in. These laws protect certain types of information from being disclosed, even in court. But even with these protections, the courts have a duty to ensure that justice is served. If the government is trying to hide evidence of wrongdoing, we have a responsibility to step in and demand answers. Secrets and confessions, professional confidentiality and crime reporting. Doctors, lawyers, therapists, these professionals are entrusted with our deepest secrets. And the law protects those confidential communications within reason. Attorney-client privilege, for example, ensures that you can speak freely with your lawyer without fear of that information being used against you.